Okay guys, exercise number 14. We just did number 13 and now let's do number 14. In this exercise is going to be, I'm going to do almost the same thing we did when we were doing these exercises, and instead of using if statement I'm going to use for loop, and this is just simple calculator or mathematics that we are going to give a starting time and ending time. So if you're given a task or a test, you need to do it within a specific amount of time. So, and for this we're going to use this program, small software, to simulate it or to capture the time that you're doing the exercise. So let's get started. Write a new class and give it a name as usual, ex14. Okay, and then we need a main method, which is public static void main. Okay, now let me create a variables int. This program is going to count the number of questions that you have passed and number of questions that you have failed. So I'm going to start with correct count. We start with 0. We initialize this variable to 0. So this is going to to count our correct answers, and then we need to count which is also we initialize to 0. Okay, and then let's start with scanner. Control Shift O, organize input, and then next let me start with I'm going to start the starting time, the start of the test time of that we need to start our test, and I'm going to use the class system.current time in seconds to get the starting time. So the time normally we add it's quite long, so we have to use a long data type, long. Normally time, when you're dealing with time stuff, it's always recommended to use long, so that's why I'm using long here. So it's equal to system, we have done this before, current in seconds. So the time we are getting from this, we are going to save it on this time. And then now let's use the for loop. And here I would like to pass, normally you have to pass three things: count, if count is less than 10, let's say I start with 10, and then I need to loop by using the count, this count here. So I'm going to loop count plus plus. See, but the problem here is that this count, it doesn't allow syntax error token expected after this, so that means we need to add three things. So if you don't have, let me cheat, I can just put semicolon like this. So now there are three things in this, but you need to understand what you're doing. So here I'm going to add int number 1 because I need to create two numbers, two variable equal to let's say I'm going to use math dot random I mean math class dot random method. So I'm I'm going to add maybe +1. It's just a question, so I'll concatenate this math as always. If you remember, we did this. So use math. If you want to deal with the int, you have to typecast this math class dots random, and you can just times maybe 15d, whatever you like, so that you get the 2 digits, or you can type any number so that you get 2 digits instead of 1 digit. So then you do the same thing. Int number 2 is equal to 1 plus typecast int, and then you do the same thing, math dot random times 15d. Now let's print something. This out. This I would like to keep it as a print, and in here I'm going to use I normally like to use string builder. I don't use the simple concatenate plus sign. I like to use, because I'm used to this, so I'm going to use new string. It's more recommended than using the concatenate sign. So of course you can use plus sign, which is much easier, but I like to challenge myself and get used to a hard way type, you know. So dot append. So this is where you have to append. You append stuff. Instead of using append, you would have used the plus sign to concatenate this string and stuff like that. So append +1, then we append plus sign, and then we append number 2, and then the question mark dot append question mark. So what exactly am I doing here? So anyway, you have to also put the dot to string. For those of you who don't understand what I'm doing here or why I'm using this, I'm just using this class here, string builder, to make all this. And these are coming from this class. These appends methods to append this. But instead, if I was to use the simple way, it's just I put like this. What is, you see, then plus sign, then number 1, then concatenate, then plus, and then you concatenate again, number 2 plus plus concatenate again, question mark. So this is very simple. You can just use this way if you like, but I like to use this by using the class string builder to do this. It's good to get used to this because you may need it in future videos. So that's why I'm just trying to use it all the time. So okay, next we need to use the try variable, which is answer. We have done this before, so equal to input by using our scanner. Input the answer that we are getting from the keyboard. They use to type this answer. Input dot next in, and then I need another string because I'm going to use the I may use the yeah, let me use this reply string. Okay, so and here I'm going to use if number 1 plus number 2 is equivalent to answer the user has typed, then I'm going to use this string I just created, reply string, this one, reply string, to say that you are correct. You are correct, or very correct. And then I'll count the number of answers that are correct, and that's the reason why I added this count here. Okay, see, so count, then you increment one by one. So first time it will increment, the second time increment. See, so else, what do I want to do else? I'll just say reply string is going to be equal to, so here you can use, I'm gonna use the string builder, but you can use this method here if you want, plus sign, concatenation and stuff like that. New, then you type your answer is wrong, and then we do append with number 1 dot append plus sign and then dot append number 2 dots, dot append should be dot append, and then you type number 1 plus number 2, and then we put it to a string. Okay, and then you close here, and then you can even put it half, like that, and then Control Shift F, then you format your codes, and then we type Cout dot Cout, then we print this string, which is this one here. Okay, and then down here we Cout correct answer is, so I'm going to use again, I'm going to use the string builder class, new builder, correct answer is, and then I'll append to correct count, and then to string, because this string I want to convert the whole thing to string. So, and then we have to check the time we started and the time that we end this exercise. So it's going to be long end time is equal to is going to be system.current milliseconds. Okay, and then we print the final thing we print here. We print the Cout string the order class, and we pass time spent is dot append end time minus start time. That's how you get the end time. Let's see this one, this mistake. End time minus start time, and then we divide by 100 long, and then we get it should be inside here, and then dot append seconds, and then to dot to string, and we divide by 100 because that's how we want to get the seconds in seconds. So the time we are getting from here, end time minus starting time, you divide by this to get this, because here you're getting the current time in seconds, it's milliseconds. So if you want to get seconds, you have to divide by 100, and this L means long because we're dealing with long data here, data type. So now let's save, and then Control Shift format, and let's try to run this program. And then it's giving us, okay, what is 7 plus 11? So if you take too much time, then it's counting time now at this moment. So 18, yeah, you're correct. Okay, what is 2 plus 12? Let's make it wrong, like 10. Okay, your answer is wrong, and it should be 14. And now it's asking what is 6 plus 5? 11. Okay, you're correct. What is 15? Maybe 3. Okay, and then because it's looping from 10, the count is 10, so we are going through from 0 to 9 or 10. Yeah, so 4. Okay, 1. Okay, 4. All these are wrong answers. 16. Okay, 12. Okay, so you see the current count is 4, so it means we got 4, and then the time spent, we spend the seconds. I'm not so sure about these seconds, but yeah, that's the whole idea. So if you want to actually, this is wrong, I don't know where it came from, but yeah, this is the whole point of this question though. So it's a test, it monitors our time that you use to spend on the test and counts the correct answer. And I could do also, this is I just correct count is 4, but I give you, this is your homework, try to count the wrong answers. So what you are going to do, you're going to add this int wrong count equal to 0, and therefore you will be able to count this as what I did here. So you can see here, I said if number plus 12 equal to answer, reply you're correct, and then you count, else reply you are wrong, and this. So it's very easy, you just take this row count here, wrong count, copy, and then you paste it here, and then you plus plus, then see, and then you correct count is this one, and then you can use this copy and you paste it here, and they say wrong count is then you change it to wrong count. So you save, and we can change this to, let's say 5, because we don't have to spend so much time doing this. And let's run the program again, and we see, okay, that's wrong, and this one is 17, that's right. 14, that's right. 3, that's wrong. Okay, and then 23, that's wrong. So you see, I did 5 loops. It's counting from 0 to 5, so that's why I got these 5 questions. So now you can see the correct count is 2 and wrong count is 3, and you can count. I got 3 and I failed 3, and the time I spent is this one, 250 seconds. So 6 seconds is 1 minute. So this is not right, but you can do whatever you like. For, let's say, if I do this divided by 1000, which is, I think is correct, you have to use 1000 to get the correct time, and run it again, and then 9, 11. Okay, you can see, so this is the right answer. Spend time is 12 seconds. So this is, you have to divide by 1000 to get the correct answer here, and you can do research on this if you want, but that's how you get seconds. From milliseconds to seconds, you have to divide by 1000. Thank you guys for your time and your patience. Remember, subscribe and like, and bye bye.